Welcome back to AutoView Pro, where we dive deep into the cars you care about most, and today we're exploring something truly iconic, something that has stood the test of time as one of the most legendary names in the world of SUVs. We're talking about the brand new 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser, a model that carries with it decades of heritage but also a future-focused design that blends rugged durability with modern sophistication. This is more than just another SUV release, it's a return to form, a celebration of everything the Land Cruiser has always represented, with some exciting new touches that make it relevant in today's competitive automotive landscape. For generations, the Land Cruiser has been synonymous with toughness, reliability, and the ability to take you anywhere on the planet. From desert trails to snowy mountain passes, from city streets to remote villages, this SUV has built a reputation for being indestructible. That's why people all over the world respect it, not just as a vehicle, but as a trusted partner. Now, with the 2026 model, Toyota is showing us that the spirit of the Land Cruiser is alive and stronger than ever, but with refinements that speak to modern drivers. At first glance, the new design immediately strikes a balance between heritage and innovation. The 2026 Land Cruiser doesn't just look like every other SUV on the market. It's boxy, muscular, and confident, but not in an over-the-top way. There are sharp lines that emphasize strength, squared-off edges that remind you of classic Land Cruisers, and a stance that says, "I'm built for the rough stuff, but I can clean up well for the city, too." The front end features a bold grille, inspired by earlier models but updated with modern LED lighting technology that gives it a distinctive presence both day and night. Those round headlights, a nod to the past, immediately connect enthusiasts to the Land Cruiser heritage, but they're integrated with futuristic touches that make them feel right at home in 2026. Move around the side and you'll notice practical proportions are short overhangs for better off-road capability, high ground clearance, and rugged set of wheels wrapped in all-terrain tires. Toyota clearly didn't want to compromise the Land Cruiser's adventurous DNA, and it shows. Around back, the tailgate is straightforward but functional, with clean LED taillights and a design that favors practicality over unnecessary flash. This is a vehicle that respects its roots while adapting just enough to stay modern. Of course, the Land Cruiser has never been about just looks. It's about what's underneath. For 2026, Toyota has equipped it with a hybrid powertrain that blends efficiency with capability. That means you get a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor, producing strong horsepower and plenty of torque for towing, hauling, or just tackling rough trails. Purists might miss the big V8s of the past, but times have changed, and Toyota's approach here makes a lot of sense. You're still getting more than enough power to take this SUV through the harshest conditions, but now with better fuel economy and lower emissions. That makes the Land Cruiser not just tough, but also smart for the future. What really matters though is the driving experience. Off-road, the 2026 Land Cruiser is every bit the legend you'd expect. Toyota's advanced four-wheel drive system, locking differentials, crawl control, and multiple terrain modes give you confidence whether you're climbing rocks, fording rivers, or just driving down a dirt road after heavy rain. The chassis feels solid, the suspension is tuned to soak up punishment, and the steering gives you enough feedback to feel connected even on challenging terrain. It's not pretending to be a soft crossover, this is a true off-roader at heart. On the pavement, though, it surprises you. Past Land Cruisers have been criticized for feeling heavy or outdated in everyday driving, but the 2026 model delivers a much more refined ride. The hybrid powertrain makes it smooth, the cabin is quieter, and the suspension tuning finds a balance between comfort and toughness. Whether you're commuting in the city or cruising down the highway, this Land Cruiser feels far more civilized than its rugged image might suggest. Now let's step inside and you'll see how far Toyota has taken things. The cabin is a blend of functionality and premium feel. Durable materials are placed where you need them because Toyota knows this SUV will get dirtier, but you also get refined surfaces, comfortable seating, and technology that brings it into the modern age. The dashboard is clean, with a large infotainment screen front and center that supports the latest connectivity features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and advanced navigation systems. The driver display is fully digital, giving you customizable information at a glance, whether you're monitoring off-road settings or checking fuel efficiency. Space has always been a selling point, and the 2026 Land Cruiser continues that tradition. Depending on configuration, you can seat 5 or 7 passengers, with enough room for gear in the back. Fold down the rear seats and you get a cavernous cargo area, perfect for camping trips, long road journeys, or just hauling everyday items. Toyota clearly designed this SUV to be practical for families, adventurers, and professionals alike. Safety hasn't been ignored either. The Land Cruiser comes equipped with Toyota's latest suite of driver assistance systems, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. Off the beaten path, you also get off-road cameras that give you a view of what's happening around your tires, making tricky maneuvers far easier. Toyota knows that capability is important, but so is confidence, and this SUV gives you both. Another big talking point is value. In the past, Land Cruisers in some markets became extremely expensive, almost pushing into luxury territory, and that made them less accessible to everyday buyers. For 2026, Toyota is aiming to keep the Land Cruiser closer to its roots as a vehicle that's within reach for more people. It's still not a budget SUV by any means, but compared to high-end luxury off-roaders, it represents a much more attainable option without sacrificing the durability and trust that the name is known for. Globally, the Land Cruiser means different things to different people. In some regions, it's a symbol of success, in others, it's a lifeline that connects remote communities to the rest of the world. And in markets like North America, it's a lifestyle vehicle for families who want something tough but dependable. The 2026 version honors all of those roles. It's built to be versatile, so no matter where you live or how you drive, there's a Land Cruiser ready to handle it. When you look at the competition, there are plenty of SUVs out there that offer comfort, technology, or off-road capability, but very few manage to combine all of these aspects the way the Land Cruiser does. Rivals from Land Rover or Jeep bring strong off-road credentials, while luxury brands like Lexus or Mercedes lean into refinement, but Toyota manages to thread the needle by offering rugged reliability with just enough modern luxury to make it appealing to a wide audience. That's why this SUV has always had such a loyal following, and why the 2026 model will continue to attract both old fans and new ones. At the end of the day, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser isn't just another car release, it's the continuation of a story that started more than 70 years ago. It's about trust, resilience, and the idea that your vehicle should be able to take you anywhere you want to go. This new model proves that Toyota hasn't forgotten what made the Land Cruiser special, while also showing that it's ready for a new era of efficiency, technology, and modern design. So, whether you're someone who grew up admiring Land Cruisers on the road, or you're just discovering what makes this SUV such a legend, the 2026 version is worth paying attention to. It's a reminder that some names in the automotive world aren't just brands, or their legacies. And with this release, Toyota has ensured that the Land Cruiser's legacy is stronger than ever. Thanks for watching AutoView Pro, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Land Cruiser, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car content, and let us know in the comments what you think about this SUV. Is the new hybrid approach the right move? Do you think Toyota has nailed the balance between heritage and innovation? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep driving with passion, and we'll see you in the next video.